Welcome to Boss Up Goddess. I'm Elizabeth Ann Atkins, and I interview trailblazing women who share their wisdom to help us all live bigger, better, and bolder. And tonight, I want you to meet a woman who's doing exactly that. Her name is Anna Warner Mays. She is a cancer warrior, author, blogger, mom, all around wonderful, amazing inspiration to us all. Welcome, Anna.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm excited to be here.
You're welcome. Well, we met through the Detroit Writing Room because you wrote a book. Can you hold up your book,
Mhm.
please?
Sure.
hmm And
This
it's
is my book.
and it's called My Lipstick Journey Through Cancer. And
hmm
when I heard that title and I saw the vivid, beautiful colors on the cover and I heard your story, I was so inspired. Can you talk about your story and what inspired you to write this book on this mission?
Absolutely. I was first diagnosed with papillary thyroid cancer in 2008. And, I was told it's the easy cancer, not that there's like an easy cancer, and that I would have a thyroidectomy and then recover. And so I basically told my boss I'll probably be off for a week, maybe two, and be back at work. It's an easy cancer. I drink radiation and I'm all set. Also, I was a singer kind of growing up, and locally I did radio jingles, um, weddings, so all kinds of things, sang around town. And so that my voice was what actually led me to discover I had the cancer, because I was singing. It was around December and I wasn't able to reach some of the higher notes. And because I'm in Michigan and because there's allergy season, I thought, well, it must be allergies. Well, it just got worse and worse and my throat kept hurting. And then after singing somewhere, I was massaging my neck and I found a lump kind of over here in my clavicle area. So I waited till the new year. So January the 2nd, I went and made an appointment with an ENT and he scoped my throat, didn't see anything, and all my blood work was normal. But he felt the lump as well. And then he felt another one. So he said, you probably have thyroid cancer, but don't worry. It's one of those curable cancers. So that kind of started on the path. So in January 2008, I had my first surgery. They did a thyroidectomy. And unfortunately, in that surgery, one of the side or things that can happen is your laryngeal nerve can get cut. There's always a risk. So my right recurrent laryngeal nerve was cut. So it paralyzed my right vocal cord. So singing was done. I couldn't speak for months. And you can hear my breathing a little bit, but I think my focus was just beating the cancer, because when they went in, it was like unencapsulated tumor that had exploded. The cancer was all over my neck, not just confined to my thyroid. And I think, all of that. So then my prognosis was not great at the time. Well, fast forward to the radiation drink that most, all cancers, the thyroid cancer people drink. They thought that had killed all of the cancer. So probably 6 months after that first surgery, they said, oh, you're cancer free. So I rehabbed my voice. I had about 85% of my voice back, and then I started kind of singing again. And then I went to a routine PET scan, and they had discovered that all of the lymph nodes in my neck were cancerous. So the cancer had spread to my lymph nodes. So in 2009, I had another surgery. And they took out all of these lymph nodes and they scraped whatever cancer they could see. And they said, now you're cancer free. Fast forward, and then I'm singing again, and then, which was already a miracle. And then fast forward to 2010, routine scan, PET scan, and they found a large tumor wrapped around my left laryngeal nerve across my trachea. So in 2010, I had another surgery, and then I did external beam radiation from top of my nose to the top of my chest. And that was a tough year. But throughout the cancer, it was probably the second time I had cancer. I realized I was going to the cosmetic counters constantly. Like at first it was once a week, then twice a week, then 3 times a week. And those ladies were becoming my friends and my counselors. And I was always going to find the perfect lipstick, the perfect consistency, the perfect color. And then I realized that I was choosing colors based on how I felt.
Wow.
So, and all along I was writing these emails to all of my friends that got passed on to family, that got passed on to, far and wide. So then I started getting emails back saying encouraging emails, care packages, and emails from people, strangers, North Carolina, California, Florida, just all over the place. And I was basically talking about what was going through my head, lipstick, the counters, life in general. But then I would always end with some type of positive quote.
Mm-hmm.
So at the end of everything, at the end of 2010, a friend of mine said, could you print out all of those emails? Because it was quite inspiring. And then kind of like, I want to copy them all. So what I did was I printed them out, but then I decided to self-publish that. So the original version of the book was just a compilation of emails that I self-published.
Wow.
And it had the email, and it talked about where I was in my particular journey with cancer, whether it was radiation or surgery, or even finding out that I had cancer again. And then I would end each chapter with, and that is why I'm wearing the color blank on my lips.
I love that.
So when I was going through radiation, I was wearing the color raisin because I felt like I was shriveling like a raisin. When I was feeling my most down, I was looking for the perfect nude because I wanted to disappear. So it kind of flowed like that.
Ooh.
So from 2010 on, that became a blog. So I started a blog, stick-journey.com, and it was kind of the same thing. I would just kind of talk about a story I had heard or what happened during that day, and end with a lipstick review. And just like, and today because of that, today I'm wearing this color by this label. And then I would review the lipstick. It's moisturizing, or it's kind of dry. Just the whole thing.
Wow.
Yeah. And then in 2017, so now it's been 7 years.
Wow.
2017, I went for a regular checkup of my voice, and now I can't sing because of all the radiation and things like that. I have a paralyzed vocal cord. So singing's done, and I went through a whole grieving process because that was such a big part of my life and my identity. And in 2017, I was at my laryngologist, and he said, is there anything else going on? Everything looks about the same. And I said, I can't feel my left hand. I go, my fingertips are numb. And I said, but I was told a side effect of a lot of radiation is neuropathy. He goes, is it getting worse? I said, yeah, over the past 6 months. He goes, well, I'm not comfortable. Let's do a CT. So that is when I found out that my cancer had spread to my lungs. So now I was diagnosed with stage 4 metastatic cancer to my lungs. So that was obviously, every piece of the puzzle has been very life-changing. But that, when you get a stage 4 diagnosis, my whole head went ping, and the prognosis isn't great. However, I could be stable for 50 years, but the statistics aren't great, So that's when I kind of turned to my husband. I said, you know what? I'm done writing about other people's lipstick. There has to be a purpose. There has to be a reason. So that is when I decided to create my own lipstick and have a lipstick company that somehow gave back to cancer and gave back to cancer fighters to bring them joy and expression.
I love it.
And that's when I decided to start the lipstick company. And then through that, I wanted to revise the book to my journey now leading into all of the lipstick
Oh
and
my
what it
gosh.
means.
Mm.
So that's
So, Anna, amazing. So, where can we buy your lipstick?
so you can buy it on my website,
Mhm,
thelipstickjourney.com.
mhm,
And there's a couple boutiques that I've been speaking with, but right now mainly on my website.
mhm.
And it's just been a fun adventure. I mean, it wasn't fun at first because I have never had my own business and I did not know anything about the cosmetic industry except for all the stuff I buy. But I
Right.
did know what I like and what I was looking for me.
Mhm.
And so I found through Google can be an amazing thing. And so I found a manufacturer who led me to a cosmetic chemist. And so I was able to create my own formula and name the colors, choose the colors. That was a much longer process than anticipated.
Really?
Yes. And so when I was diagnosed stage 4, I didn't know how much time. So I found somebody, a manufacturer, and they said, oh, 4 months. I'm like, okay, I can do that. But creating the formula itself and going back and forth,
Wow.
because they're out of Utah. So they would like send me the samples of what I wanted. And I'm like, no, it's not moisturizing enough. We go back and forth. It took about 17 months before I launched the company.
Oh my goodness. Wow.
Yeah.
So, Anna, did you take creative names for each color, like the way you would describe, select your lipstick color
Yes.
before?
Well, I did. And how I named them after my moods. And
Mm-hmm.
so I have fierce, which is
I
red.
love that. Yes.
So I have fierce. And then I have serene, which is kind of like a brown with a tiny bit of coral. And so serene. It's
Uh-huh.
a liquid lipstick. Then I have a sheer kind of pearlescent pink, which is promise.
Mm-hmm.
Then I have a
Ooh.
bright plum, and it's called playful when I wanted to be
Uh-huh.
playful.
I
Then
like
my
it.
darkest color is like a very, very deep dark berry, and it's
Mm-hmm.
called stormy for like
Ooh,
that
nice.
stormy mood. And you can mix and match, but yeah, I
Uh-huh.
did do that. And I just launched actual lipstick tubes.
Ooh, okay.
And I kind of did the same thing. I named them after different moods.
Mm-hmm.
And so I wear them based on how I feel or how I want to feel.
Mm-hmm.
And I have to say, the first year after launching the company, I was still kind of reeling over the diagnosis and living scan to scan. And so I never wore the color playful because I
Wow.
never felt it. And then
Oh,
probably, so my cancer is stable, meaning the tumors are still there,
thank
they're
goodness.
just not growing that much.
Mm-hmm.
And I still get scanned every 3, now it's every 6 months. And after the 2-year mark of stable, I swiped on playful. I'm like,
Oh, that's
I know. So now it's like I
awesome.
wear it almost all the time. I'm either wearing fierce or playful, fierce or playful.
I love that. That's amazing. So, on one level, someone could say, oh, lipstick is so frivolous, but it's such a symbol of power and taking
True.
control of your life. And an
Yeah.
entrepreneurial endeavor was born of it. Can you talk about that?
Yeah. I mean, I think if you talk to an art therapist, they can tell you the transformative power of color.
Mm,
If you talk to like a wardrobe consultant, they say the same thing. You know how they used to have, and I think they still have it, dress your season. Like there's the falls or dress your season.
mhm,
So there's something not just transformative about color, but there's also something that sets the mood. And if I'm just now learning all of these different fashion things, but if you follow Pantone, they choose colors for the year.
mhm.
Next year's color is like yellow and gray. They chose two. But yellow, because 2020 was so it was supposed to, spur hope and like joy for a new year.
Mhm.
So I think the same thing happens with lipstick.
Oh, yeah, for sure. For sure.
and clothing like everything else. And I already told myself that I'm not going to purchase anything black in 2021
Oh,
because I
wow.
wear mostly black.
Oh.
But for lipstick, I mean, I think more than anything else that you put on your face, like more
Yeah.
than eyeliner, it's the pop of color
Yes.
that could change your mood, that can change everything. And
Yes.
so for cancer fighters,
Hmm.
after creating this company, I've heard more stories than not of how wearing lipstick to get your treatment done just empowers you or gives you that.
Oh.
Oh.
Mm.
So my company, initially I was like, okay, I'm just going to take partial proceeds and donate to organizations. And
Hmm.
then it became organizations that I knew, like grassroots, like smaller, not American Cancer Society, but the
Hmm.
smaller
Hmm.
grassroots one. And then this past January, I did a buy one, give one.
Uh-huh.
So for anyone who purchased, they could send one to a cancer fighter or have one sent to a cancer fighter that they knew personally, and I would do it for free.
Mm.
Well, that was so incredible because I got thank you notes, I got emails from these women getting it for free and saying that brought them
Wow.
joy for the day or whatever it was, or
Oh.
it made them feel seen that I'm not by
Mm.
myself, I'm not alone in this,
Oh, and
that I
chills.
decided to make that the mission of my company.
Mhm. Oh.
So I still do a give back monetarily,
Hmm.
but more than that, it's always buy one, give one. If you know a cancer fighter, I will give one.
Oh.
And so this year, because it's been so, I decided, I decided by the end of the year, I wanted to give away 2020 lipsticks. So 2020 lipsticks.
Oh.
And I still have a lot to go, but not that many, I mean, the number is somewhere around 500 left to go, which is a big number with the
Hmm.
year almost done.
Hmm.
So I decided to extend that to the end of January
Hmm.
just to start the new year hopeful and happy. So
Oh, I love that so
my
much.
2020 giveaway.
Oh, that's beautiful. So beyond that, what is your mission?
My mission really is to empower women to wear color, specifically lipstick. And I think a lot of women are afraid of red lipstick, which why?
Why do you
And then
think they are?
also, honestly, I think we as women have a lot of insecurities. And I think sometimes we don't want to be noticed or seen. Like in terms of, like, I know for me, I went through a period of time where I was afraid to wear red lipstick. And that was because I didn't want to my lips are kind of full, and I didn't want
They're
to be that
beautiful.
person.
Oh my gosh, they're beautiful. Are you kidding me?
I didn't want to be that person standing out in a room or being,
Oh,
oh, she's got the red lipstick on, because, we also struggle with comparison.
yeah.
So all those things, I think women are like, oh no, no.
Uh-huh.
But no, we are all gorgeous. We are all powerful. Let's do it. Who cares?
Woo! Yes, for sure. For sure. Ladies, you better put on some right now. I wish I had your lipstick. I'm going to order some tonight,
Oh,
but
thank
put it
you.
on. Wear it. I'm
Right,
home
thank you.
alone wearing, a festive outfit just for Anna tonight and some red lipstick. It's
That's
symbolic.
right. It's symbolic. And the suffragettes, the 40s, the 50s, everyone wore red lipstick as liberation, as women
Mm.
power. And then we disappeared, right? What happened? We got into the nude colors and which is all good too, but let's do it, right? So
Yes, for sure.
that is one of my missions. But the other one, most importantly to me, is to really help cancer fighters know that they're not alone
Hmm.
and to bring them joy. So that was
Oh,
important to me. And I think with my journey being a cancer fighter, it's the most closest to my heart. So
mm,
it feels like if I'm helping someone in their fight, it's also helping me.
Oh,
So
I love it. That's so beautiful. So, how do you feel that you've gone on this quest? Does it give you fulfillment and joy so that you can feel more courageous as you embark on this, all these question marks that you have?
it does. And not only for me, I feel like if I am doing this and putting myself out there, it's kind of an accountability for me to stay positive.
Uh-huh.
And not that they're counting on me, but I think now that I have this platform,
Yes.
and if you look at my Instagram or my website, everybody knows I have cancer, and this is because, this came from that.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's kind of put me in a position to say, well, if I can do it, they can do it. But it's also accountable. I mean, I think now my most difficult times are right before a scan and then right after waiting for the results.
Mm.
And this year, my scan was just last week, and I'm still stable, which was a mirror, which is I'm so
Oh,
happy about.
yay. Yay.
But when I was like feeling like, oh, it's my lowest,
Uh-huh.
I knew that people were still looking at my Instagram. And I do have cancer fighters and cancer survivors that are
Mm-hmm.
buying the lipstick.
Mm-hmm.
So that was accountability for me to pull myself up and say,
Mm-hmm.
okay,
Wow.
yeah,
That is awesome. That's beautiful. So I'm going to call on all the powers of the universe to bless you with divine intervention, that you are that person who defies all the statistics and you stay
thank
around
you.
for many decades to come in
Thank you.
perfect, excellent health.
Amen. Thank you. I
You're
appreciate that so
welcome.
much.
Yes, absolutely. Oh my gosh, you have such a powerful mission and your spirit just sparkles. So we need you here and we need you to continue on this mission because you're uplifting so many women. It's
Thank
awesome.
you.
You're welcome. And you
Thank
know what
you.
I bet? I bet for those women who wear the lipstick to their treatments, I bet they are uplifting the medical staff.
Yes,
Be-
it's true.
uh-huh.
And that's the one thing I had when you have head and neck cancer, they make you a mask when you have external beam radiation and it fits tight to your face and they bolt you to a table so that you don't move when they're radiating parts. And I still remember they have two eye holes and a mouth hole. And it would always make me panic, but I remember wearing lipstick. And also they can only see is this like lips. So, oh my gosh. I'm like, they must think I'm crazy, but who cares?
Right, who cares? That is
Right.
awesome.
Because I think too, the medical staff, if they see someone that's like taking it in stride or like being positive, I think it lifts them up because cancer is a hard deal.
Mhm. And they probably have their share of people who come in like really sad or scared, or,
Yes. Yeah,
and
100%.
mhm. Oh, that's a great image. I love it. So, are you blogging about it as well?
I think I used to blog a lot more,
Hmm.
and this year has just taken its toll. Honestly, I
Hmm.
feel like I'm only blogging once a month now
Hmm.
because there's so much to think about and there is a lot of anxiety because of COVID.
Hmm.
I just think the thoughts, if I don't blog about it right at that moment, they just pass because then
Yeah.
another thought comes. And so I try to blog about it, and now it just becomes 3 or 4 sentences on Instagram.
Oh, I love that. That's where people are. That's
Yeah,
awesome. I
yeah.
love your Instagram page. It's really
Thank you.
inspiring and fun. And I just
Yeah.
love the idea of your book. So where can people get your book?
So you can get it on the website, thelipstickjourney.com,
Hmm.
or you can look for it on Amazon a couple ways, either by my full name in the search bar, Anna Warner Mays, or I believe this week you can type in my lipstick journey and it'll pop up.
Oh, okay. Excellent. I love that. So, Anna, can you talk to people out there who might be cancer warriors as well and they're fighting
Mhm.
for their health, fighting for their life. What's your message, especially to women?
I think my message would be to not forget who you are, because beneath the loss of hair, the you get mad at your body for just being deceiving you. You feel like you try to do your best and you're mad at your body, but don't forget who you are. And I know underneath everything, I'm a warrior, and always remember that we're strong and
Mm,
that, women are strong creatures, and wear the
yes.
lipstick and seek the magic, because that's the one thing for sure, especially now. I used to, and I get caught every now and then looking back at my past, like, wow, I used to be this singer and that was my identity, or looking to the future. But one thing I've done is, I've done some intense work on mindfulness and just being present. And so, even if it's moment to moment, finding something magical, that's the moment you have.
Oh, I
Because the
have
next
chills.
moment is already a different moment.
Yes.
So
Yes.
it's like, even with my kids, they're all
Mm,
like driving, they're young adults. I have them for right now. I have them this moment.
mm.
And then maybe, oh yeah, the next moment. And that is what hope looks like to me. Hope is not like backwards or forwards. Hope is the moment.
Ooh.
So just relish it, I guess.
Yes, beautiful words of wisdom. This moment is all we really have
It's true.
for anybody. Nobody
Yeah.
knows what 5 minutes from now
Yes,
is going to hold.
it's true. Right. I mean, look at the pandemic. And I think that's one thing too. People get anxious and worked up, and there's definitely reason to be, but we have this moment. And that, I mean, the pandemic, that uncertainty, it's how I've lived since the stage 4 diagnosis, is how cancer fighters live
Wow.
on a daily. So we have to find the magic in the moments.
Find the magic in the moments. That is so beautiful. And it is there. It's
For sure.
there no matter what you're doing. And when you shift your mind from drudgery or whatever you think you're doing that's not
Yes.
fun and you see the magic, life changes. In fact, my show last night was about that mind shift.
Yeah.
So thank you.
And also, sometimes that magic, if you open your eyes, are the people around you. I mean, you still
Mm,
have, the people you love, or
mhm.
the people that reach out. It's
Yes,
magic.
it is. Oh, that's beautiful. Thank you for reminding us of that. That is awesome. Do you have a lipstick called Magic?
Not yet, but maybe. Maybe something in the spring.
Well, I want to be the first one to wear that magic lipstick.
That's right.
That is so fun. You know what's another interesting thing though with masks during the pandemic is I stopped wearing lipstick because it just smudges all over the mask.
It's true. But you know what I compare that to? Because
What?
I haven't stopped wearing lipstick. Is women that buy like that kind of that sexy lingerie.
Uh-huh.
Most
Ooh.
people don't know that they're wearing stuff
Oh.
underneath, but it's giving you that confidence, like, oh my gosh, my bra and underwear, they match today. So it's kind of the same thing. It's like, oh, nobody knows what's going on underneath this mask. Peel it up and boom, there's those red lips.
I love that.
Am I right? Women,
You're
I'm like, I'm
so
so happy when I'm matching my bra to my underwear.
right.
And I'm
You're
more
so right.
confident. I'm like, I bet you guys don't know this. I'm black on black today. So it's kind of the same deal with the mask. I'm like, I'm feeling pretty good because I'm wearing red lipstick under there.
Oh, you know what? You just shifted. I wear it on the show, but when I go out, I'm like, why bother? But guess what? From now on,
See?
I'm gonna be wearing the lipstick.
It's that inner confidence that we're all looking for, right?
Yes, I love it.
You guys don't know, but I'm. You have no idea what's underneath this pajama set. I am Wonder Woman under here.
Oh, that's awesome. That is so true. Oh my gosh. Wow, Anna. Well, thank you for sharing your magic on Boss Up Goddess, because you are such an inspiration. Your joy just absolutely sparkles, and I'm going to get my lipstick tonight. And I hope that all of you can visit the website. Can you say it again, please?
It's thelipstickjourney.com all together. No spaces.
And I'll put that in the description box so you can just click and get your lipstick and get her book, which is very inspiring. You're welcome.
Thank you.
Oh, you're so welcome. I'm so delighted to talk with you tonight. So I wish you the absolute best, and thank you again for sharing this time with me.
Thank you so much. I loved it. Thank you.
You're welcome. And thank you all of you for watching Boss Up Goddess, because Anna Warner Mays is absolutely a boss, a goddess, a warrior, an entrepreneur, and a beautiful spirit for all of us to feel inspired by and follow her example. So let's all collectively wish her wellness and miraculous recovery that lasts for decades to come.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And thank you, all of you, for watching tonight. If you're getting value out of this program, please do like, share, subscribe, comment, and click the notification bell so you'll know every time I go live or upload a new video. I'll see you in the next episode. And meanwhile, remember, you have the power.